So this is my problem solving for the sound problem that we had with later with Miskin. Brought our vision mixer leader Alex Brown along to kind of discuss what happened. So what happened with the sound is so the original plan for sound was to run our TriCaster from the sound desk. This would in turn the idea was it already be pre-mixed, it would already be pre-rendered, but it would go straight to our TriCaster from the sound desk. In turn, this would save us having to mic up every piece of equipment, everyone that would be playing, and then redo that ourselves so we could focus on camera, because sound would already be doing that themselves. Where it went wrong, however, is that someone that I was speaking to in the second year and speaking to our technician, it kind of makes sense what happened, so this is what I'm guessing did happen, is due to the adrenaline, the razzmatazz, and some of the talent getting big-headed. This led them to some guitarists, bassists, whatever it was, turning up their equipment to make them more dominant during their performances. This in turn led to the analog desk being overloaded, and an analog desk is designed to handle this much data, but it's not designed to remix it. So it was just there getting kind of left alone. This in turn gives the popping, crackling effect that we saw. Another theory that we had is that it could have been just the sound itself. Sound was having problems all week, like we said, kind of reshuffling their monitors, kind of making sure all the levels are right. So maybe something could have happened when actually mixing the desk, because this was the first time anyone had really done anything to camera before. Sound wasn't used to benefiting for camera. So what could have happened is they could have turned their sound desk up too high, and so when our input picked it up, as well as there could have been something due to our input, something in the line maybe, or maybe some way the TriCaster was formatted. I doubt that, because the way our technician set it up, I doubt he would have not picked that up in any way. So the theory that I'm going with is the fact that the music guys turned their stuff up, or the sound guys just didn't know how to comprehend for the TriCaster.
Did you not have someone else to double check what the sound people were doing?
We did. The night of the show, one of the sound guys came into our control room and looked at the sounds and said that the levels were good. This in turn led me and the rest of the team to believe that everything was fine. Really, this falls on my hands, because I really should have looked at it and double checked it and done a run-through rehearsal on the first night and made sure all the levels are fine. This is something that I should have picked up, but for some reason I just didn't. So it kind of rests on my hands as well. Luckily, like I said before, our technician had set up a backup Zoom mic. This allowed us to have the sound coming from another mic in the room. But as well as that, the levels weren't mixed, so it was like just recording something off one of the audience members would have had. So in the edit, Alex had to resync and remuffle everything to make sure that it kind of fit better. So actually, I'm talking through that.
Yes, I will. So basically, how I did that is we had two audio recordings. So we had the analog station and the Zoom. Now, the Zoom quality was better than the analog, but it was quieter. So now, when I went into Adobe Premiere, I put the video, which had the analog audio straight with it already, and then I got the Zoom audio, and then I right-clicked and I went on to synchronize. So I would have synchronized it perfectly to every beat and all the singing, so it would have matched up perfectly. Then I unlinked the original audio and deleted it. But after that, we had the problem of the Zoom audio being too quiet. So what I did is I added 5 decibels to the, boosted it 5 decibels so you could hear it a lot better, but then we had a problem with crackling and popping. So to counter that, I went into the effects, got on channel EQ, and then I removed a lot of the high pass filters, which would make the crackling pops. Unfortunately, it didn't do that great of a job, but it did manage to get rid of most of them, and it made the audio sound 10 times better than where it was originally. And once that had been done, I just finished on editing, and that was really it.
Yeah, so that's kind of what happened with the edit as well. The kind of was that the main challenge with the edit?
Yeah, probably.
Definitely sound. So sound was a big problem that we had post-production in the show. So that's been my problem breakdown of the problems that we had with sound for the Later Miskin show. Thank you. Go on, Nick.
I can't wait for you to start editing that. That's going to be fun.
Everything I edit with you in is all. It's never.
No, you're just going to see what.
You don't.